Good afternoon po, Ma'am Teresa. We are BSIT students from the University of Bulacan, from the Bulacan State University, and we are here to ask you a few questions regarding our subject called professional ethics. The questions will, of course, focus on the word ethics, from which your answer will, uh, from which you will answer with. The first question is, what exactly does your work pertain to, or what is the importance of your role within the company or organization?
Okay. I am the head of the audit department. So, the goal of the audit department is to detect fraud uh, through stringent audit process and to be able to identify fraud as quickly as it happened. So, as department head, how will I do this? So, I should be able to review and update the audit process regularly. Then also enhance the skills of the audit staff for them to be able to detect fraud. So that's about it. Importance of my role in the company.
Okay, next question. Do you consider yourself a professional in the field of work? Please elaborate on what makes a person a certified or a qualified professional.
Yes, I do consider myself a professional in my field of work. Usually, people tend to associate the word professionalism with having a degree holder, with having a degree rather. It doesn't follow na if you're an undergraduate, you are not a professional. So the word professional more or less pertains to a good work ethics, like being on time for work, being dependable and responsible, being modest or being dressed properly, appropriately. What else? There are a lot of positive traits that will make you professional. Other things are, well, you should not engage in gossiping while at work, and you should have positive traits.
Yes.
So,
So basically, having a degree doesn't automatically make you a
yes,
professional.
yes, yes.
That's a little insightful. Next question. Does your company or organization employ to a certain degree something known as work ethics between its workers and managers? If so, does having work ethics in your workplace contribute to improving both you and other workers' capability and capacity to work?
I think all organizations have what you call work ethics, but on varying degrees. There are companies with stronger work ethics, but I prefer to call it corporate values. Like in Victory, we have at least 12 corporate values, and these 12 have been categorized into three major classifications. First is the customer service values, and then second is the work values, and third is more on learning and growth of the employees. So all those 12 categories, or 12 values rather, have been categorized into these three major categories. So yung work values, which I think more or less encompass the word work ethics, are this includes, if I'm not mistaken, because I almost forgot this na kasi it's quite many. These are honesty, yes, loyalty, discipline, efficiency, responsibility, and the rest were categorized in the other two categories. Now, we have modified those 12 values into three. We have trimmed it down to three for the employees to be able to memorize it. The acronym for it is DEI, like in Opus Dei. So the D stands for diligence, the E for excellence, and I for integrity. So the work ethics that you're asking is more or less like the values work values that companies are governed with. So, yes, it does improve the workers' capability and capacity to work if they are um, well taught about these values. But the work ethics should be innate or inherent in a person. He or she, during college or even during early on in life, he should be able to absorb or be taught with these values by first her parents, and then later on in life by her managers at work.
Next question. What do you, placed in a managerial position, perceive as ethical when it comes to your coworkers' conduct and behavior at work?
Ethical, as I've said before, ethics is more or less demonstrates how or whom or how a person conducts herself, how she interacts with her employees, with her managers, and even with those lower in rank. So, perceived as ethical. So, when you behave in such a manner that is offending to your coworker, then that is unethical. Or when you interact with them, or when your interpersonal relationship with them is in such a way that it affects negatively your coworker, then I think that is unethical. Or when you harassed, you abused, then that is unethical. When you report for work late, or what else? When you are not respectful to your boss or even to your coworkers, then that is not ethical.
So, have you ever been faced with an ethically questionable choice in your place of work? Please elaborate on your experience.
With regards to my subordinates, yes, it happens like in our company. We have quite a large manpower. So with around 2,500 employees, these things really happen.
Are inevitable.
Yes. Well, in our department, it has happened before, this ethically questionable choice in your place of work. Yes.
Have you ever encountered an ethically encumbering issue before in your place of work that your company or organization or department suffered in the process of dealing with it? Please elaborate on your experience.
Well, nothing really very serious in our department. Perhaps the company as a whole sometimes, because since we have conductors and drivers, mostly conductors and drivers in the company who are frontliners or who deals with customers. So there are times when some passengers complain, although minor complaints, pero nothing really serious,
Nothing.
especially in our department, if the question is about our department.
Have you ever gone beyond your way to do something unrelated to your work, such as rushing towards a coworker who's in extreme pain, or intervening on heated conflicts or misunderstandings between workers?
Yes, I have encountered both. Once was when a female staff suffered an extreme abdominal pain, and I had to rush her to a hospital. And then the second is when one of the ticket computers or a staff which accepts remittances of conductors was almost had a fist fight with a conductor because of certain unavoidable circumstances. You know, when conductors are I mean, if they just came from a trip and are still parang pagod, and then yung ticket computer is also having too many works on hand. And
Okay.
yes, it happens. This happens.
Are you ever been burdened by the experience that some of the workers under your position wrongly accuse you of favoritism towards a particular worker?
I'd like to believe that I have been fair with my staff. I wouldn't know if at my back they would accuse me of favoritism. Perhaps sometimes when they see somebody whom I talk to most often, they probably thinks that she's
But
my favorite.
There's,
Bakit no?
you're
I
not sure
don't.
or something?
No, I don't play favorites when it comes to my staff.
Okay. Does your company or organization employ the use of surveillance cameras on its own employees? If yes, please explain why this aspect of your company or organization is crucial to its progress. If no, please explain why such use of surveillance cameras will not benefit the company or organization in any way.
Yes, we do have surveillance cameras and CCTVs. They are installed at the terminal area to
Nothing.
be able to monitor the ins and outs, the activities of the employees as well as the customers, to be able to detect if there are, snatchers or people, customers who are dealing with illegal activities. Inside, I think there are some CCTVs placed in the cashier's area, but not all terminals. These are sensitive places that should really be monitored.
So you don't necessarily use surveillance cameras on your own employees, just on the critical parts of
Yes,
the system.
critical parts. At the maintenance department also, there are cameras there.
What more can you tell us when it comes to behaving ethically at work? What implications can one bring when he or she decides to act in a manner not according to other workers' work ethics?
If if he engages in unethical things,
What kind
then
of
there are-
consequences can one
okay.
face
Actually,
when they misbehave?
they are reported to the legal office for usually office employees are reported for negligence, but for unethical things, very seldom. That very seldom happens. But if they do, then they are reported to the legal and get penalized for the infractions. Some not with, in our department though. Some, like for instance, some conductors are reported by passengers of, minor misbehavior or even things like harassment, even just verbally. Then sometimes they get 30 days suspension or even get dismissed from service.
What do you think of your company or organization or department? Is it a friendly environment that's filled with hardworking, honest people that just simply being in your office radiates you with confidence and the determination to work? Or is it a hostile workplace where you're mostly surrounded by increasingly ignorant and competitive people with no regards or concerns towards each other's welfare and opinions? Or is it somewhere in between?
I'd like to believe that we are at the letter A, that it is a friendly environment that's filled with hardworking, honest people.
Lastly, what kind of advice can you, as a professional, give to us as future professionals in the field of work?
So, my advice to you, when you become employees yourselves, is to be guided, like what I've said early on, to be guided by a sense of what is right and what is wrong, to make sure that you do your work professionally, which involves characteristics like honesty, dependability, your maturity, efficiency, diligence, and all the positive traits that employees that an employee must possess. I think that would be it.
Okay, that concludes the interview. Thank you, ma'am.